Boo! Did I get you? It is October, which means it's the month of trick-or-treating, scaring the shit out of people, and pumpkin spice everything. So to get into the spirit a little bit more, I thought I would ask some October-themed questions. Now, I couldn't find an already made set of questions, so I kind of just looked on Pinterest and Google for ideas and came up with my own. By the way, if it sounds like there's a bunch of college boys yelling outside, that is because there are a bunch of college boys yelling outside my window, so that's cool. Anyways, on to the questions. First question. Have you ever carved a pumpkin? Not successfully, no. I believe it was my sophomore year. After basketball practice one day, my friend Lexi and I wanted to carve pumpkins, and neither of us had ever carved pumpkins before. So instead of trying to do something simple like just attempt any random pumpkin face, I decided to attempt to carve Justin Bieber. I didn't have an actual carving template. I just printed a picture of Justin Bieber off of Google and used that as my outline. Let's just say my pumpkin didn't make it out alive. Question 2. What is your favorite pumpkin flavored food? First, I was thinking like your common white girl, and I was gonna say pumpkin spice latte, but actually thinking about it, my favorite pumpkin flavored food has to be pumpkin bread. What is your favorite Halloween movie? Being the 90s child that I am, I would have to say that my favorite Halloween movie would have to be Hocus Pocus. What is your favorite Halloween candy? Candy corn, no question. What is the first Halloween costume you remember ever wearing? I had to be in that in-between stage of toddler to early childhood, but the first costume I remember ever wearing was a Barney costume. And it wasn't just I was wearing purple and green. Oh no, I had an actual costume where you put stuffing in the stomach that made you look like you were like 12 months pregnant. I mean, I was huge. And being a little child where you are now as wide as you are tall, if you fell over, there was no getting back up. I was like a turtle on its back. And when you have uncles like I do, they will purposely tip you over so that you can't get back up. The memories. What do you plan to be for Halloween this year? I usually always have a great idea for a costume, and then by the time it comes to Halloween, I don't have any of the stuff that I wanted to make that costume look legit. So I'm always that one person that like half-asses a really good idea for a costume, and it never turns out the way I originally planned it in my head. So this year got invited to a Halloween party at my friend's house back home, and I thought instead of trying to actually make a legit costume this time, I'm just gonna go as a central frat student. I figured just get like a central tank top, get some booty shorts, maybe put some Greek letters or something on me. Just something that I wouldn't have to plan that much ahead, because I know if I were to try and plan something, it wouldn't turn out. So pretty much I'm just gonna wear school related clothes and go as like a college party girl, I guess. What is your opinion on haunted houses? I have always loved the idea of haunted houses as long as I'm not the one who actually has to go through it. When I was in the 7th grade, my family took me to Disneyland, and one of my friends came along, and we went to Universal Studios where they had that big haunted house. It literally scared the piss out of us. And ever since then, I avoid haunted houses. I stay away from them at all costs. The one haunted house that I will willingly go into is the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. It's like the one haunted house type thing that I would willingly go into. Do you believe in ghosts? This question is a little bit difficult for me because I feel like it's one of those things that I don't necessarily say I would believe in it until I see it. For people who say that they can talk to the dead or that say that they've seen ghosts or whatever, I don't necessarily disbelieve them, but at the same time, I don't believe for myself. I love watching those kind of things, like TV shows like Ghost Adventures and that kind of stuff. I love watching that, but to say that I believe in it, I wouldn't necessarily say that. Now, not only are there college boys yelling outside my window, the marching band decided to start practicing. Don't they know I'm trying to record a video here? I mean, come on. Besides Halloween, what other events are happening this month? There's not a whole lot going on for me this month. My uncle's birthday was on the 3rd. My best friend had her gender reveal party for her baby, and she's having a girl, so that was exciting. And next week is my college's homecoming week, and this being my first year here at Central, it'll be interesting to see what all happens during homecoming week. Other than that, there aren't very many big things happening that I know of. And lastly, what places would you like to visit this month? Last night I actually posted on my mom's wall the YouTube video for Scarywood, which is the Silverwood theme park over in Idaho does a haunted takeover called Scarywood the whole month of October. Basically, just crazy stuff happens and the park stays open later. You can ride all the rides in the dark and scary stuff's always happening. And I thought it would be pretty cool to go. I saw a couple of my friends on Facebook posting pictures of them going, and I've never really gone to a place when it's Halloween themed, and so I thought it would be pretty cool to go over there, especially because I'm only like 3.5 hours away from there now. I'd also like to go to a pumpkin patch. I haven't been to a pumpkin patch since like the 2nd or 3rd grade when you go on like a school field trip, but I've never gone to a pumpkin patch to actually go get a pumpkin with some friends or go on a hayride or do the corn maze. I've never done any of that kind of stuff. So every year I keep telling myself I want to do it, I want to do it. I'm gonna go this year, and I haven't. So it's still on my to-do list. Well, those are all the October themed questions that I could think of. This was my first time doing a Q&A type video, so leave it a like if you enjoyed it. I just wanted to do something different, and I thought that getting into the October, autumn, Halloween type spirit would be a fun idea to do. But like I said, that is all I have, so I will see you guys in the next video.